Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna do a get ready with me video. So I have not been on YouTube for quite some time. I think we're going on 3 months now. So I wanted to do a little bit of an update video explaining why I stopped doing videos and also kind of what I've been up to in the meantime. Instead of just sitting here and talking to you guys, I figured I could do my makeup and kind of walk through that process while I catch you up. All right, let me just start with the first thing of why I haven't been doing YouTube videos in a while. And I honestly, just tap some of this finishing powder out. I don't have a good answer for it, and it's not something that I'm super proud of, but I started getting a lot of mean comments on my blog, and I started having anxiety every time I would get a comment on something. So since I couldn't just stop blogging or take a break from my Instagram, since that is my job, I decided to cut out the one thing that really didn't mean the most in terms of my business, but would just kind of eliminate one stream of comments, and that happened to be my YouTube channel. So I apologize for kind of putting YouTube on the back burner, but I really needed just to give myself a little bit of breathing room from getting more comments. Didn't even actually get that many mean comments on my YouTube channel, but I wanted to just eliminate one source of comments because I was having so much anxiety around it. And then as anything goes, sometimes when you take a break from something, it's just really hard to get back into it. Wasn't actually intending on taking a break, but then 1 week turned into 2 weeks, which was a month, and then 2 months, and 3 months later, here we are. So I hopefully am back, but we'll see. I absolutely hate when people kind of take breaks like unexplained and pop back in like nothing has changed. And obviously I took a break and just wanted to acknowledge that and let you guys know that I feel bad, but I really needed to do that for myself. Okay, just gonna put on some of this foundation. I'll link all these products below. And then what have I really been up to? So I think the last time I put up a video was at the end of April. So it's kind of been the whole summer, which honestly I think contributed to why I hadn't posted any videos, because I just had so much going on in my life with traveling. And if you're not actually a YouTuber like me, I'm a blogger, switching into like video headspace is a totally different game. So I definitely just let the travel get the best of me. But I went to Nantucket for a quick trip with a retail PR group and got to do a bunch of shopping, which was so much fun. What other travel did I do? Went home to Tampa for Mother's Day. I don't think I've been doing videos since that happened. Went to Gasparilla Island with my sister and my photographer, and we had so much fun. If you've never been there, it is in Boca Grande, and it's this really adorable beach town, and the actual hotel, which is this old historic building called the Gasparilla Inn, it is like stepping back into time, and it's so beautiful and so fun. We thought we were supposed to have rain the entire time, so we kind of had prepared ourselves for that. And then it ended up being super sunny and beautiful. I even got a sunburn, which I try to avoid the sun, so I wasn't too happy about that, but I was thankful to have some sun and not rain like it had forecasted. And then after that, in June, I went and visited my friend in Charleston. Her sister was having a bridal shower and I was invited. It was so much fun, but that was a very rainy and very humid trip. Went down to the shore a bunch because my boyfriend's family has a house down there, and so we were going kind of back and forth between Hoboken and the Jersey Shore, which is so much fun. I had no idea what the Jersey Shore was like because in my mind it's like the TV show on MTV, but it's actually not like that in reality, and really exceeded my expectations a lot. And then in July, I basically traveled for 3 weeks straight. So my boyfriend and I went up to his family's home in upstate New York, which is the exact same town that my mom is from, which is just a total random coincidence. So that was so much fun. We did a bunch of water skiing, which I just learned how to do I learned how to water ski last year. And so that was fun to kind of get back up on the skis again. And we played a ton of Catan. If you have not played that game, you need to go out and buy it immediately. We had so much fun playing that. Played like hours and hours of Catan. And then I came back home, did a quick turnaround, and went up to Nantucket for another trip, and I was there for a whole week. I actually have a video that I'm going to be posting on my YouTube channel. It's already on my Instagram TV if you've checked out that, but I'm going to be reposting it here. And we had the absolute best time. Went with my photographer, and then my sister and one of her roommates was able to come up. And then my friend Megan, the last minute, decided to come, and we just had such a great time together. It was a really fun group to travel with, and I wish I could just repeat that week for the rest of the year over and over again, because that's how much fun we had. Then I came back, we sat in a lot of traffic getting home, and got back in my car the next day and drove back up to the lake and did another week up there with his family, and we had so much fun. I actually went tubing. My family used to have a boat when I was, I think, in middle school, and then we got rid of it, but we used to tube all the time. So I haven't done it in 15 years. And it was as much fun as I remember doing, although definitely as an adult, I was more afraid of falling off and breaking bones and stuff. But it was such a great time. We played more Catan, and it was super, super hot, but just a great time of being outside and being with family and just having a lot of fun. So that's kind of what I've been up to traveling wise. I have a couple of weddings coming up that require some travel, but not too much. Oh, I went down to Tampa last weekend for my high school 10-year reunion. 10-year reunion. Maybe some of you guys are watching and you're in high school and you feel like your 10-year reunion is a long time away. Let me tell you, it flies by. And I actually booked my ticket and then was like, I don't actually know if I'm gonna go. And I decided kind of at the last minute to actually go, and we had so much fun. Everyone was so nice. Since I don't live there anymore, it was fun to catch up with people that I just don't see on a regular basis. And even though you might see updates on Facebook or Instagram, there's just something so nice about actually seeing people in person and having real conversations. My dad was saying, you know, now that there's Facebook and Instagram, you don't need reunions anymore. But I actually felt like Facebook and Instagram made it so that we can kind of jump past the niceties of, oh, what are you doing? What are you up to? Because you already know, since you've seen it on Facebook, like you know that that person got married, you know this person had a baby, and you can just jump right into actual conversations. I stayed so much longer than I was expecting and got to see people that I haven't seen in literally a decade. And that was a really good time, and I'm so glad I went. If you guys have the opportunity to go back to a reunion, even if you have to go by yourself or you're afraid to see people that you haven't seen in a long time, highly recommend going. I'm very glad I went. So that's kind of what I've been up to traveling wise. One thing I didn't talk about on my YouTube channel, although I do have a couple videos where I have it, is that I got eyelash extensions back in April, I think, and absolutely loved them, but they were way too high maintenance for me, and I didn't like paying for them every few weeks, and I didn't like not being able to rub my eyes, and just became kind of sick of it and had them removed. So now I'm working with my natural lashes again. I really wish my lashes just looked like I had extensions naturally, but that is not what I was blessed with in my life. So I just have to work with what I have and try to find the best mascaras that I can to kind of emulate that on my own. So I did do a post on my blog about my eyelash extensions if you have more questions about it, because I certainly did and learned a lot from this time around. So I'll be sure to leave a link to that post where I just go into more detail about why I got them, why I removed them, and if my lashes were damaged or not when they finished. So one more update that I have for you is where I'm filming right now. I'm in my new office. I moved into Hoboken in March, which I've talked about a couple of times in various videos, but I actually haven't discussed or shown my actual office space because it was not ready at all. I just had a few pieces from my old apartment, and I worked with HomeGoods on a sponsored post. It forced me to kind of get my office into tip-top shape, so I might do an office tour. If you guys are interested, leave a comment below saying that that's what you'd like to see next. I really love how it turned out, and it's definitely my favorite room in this apartment. And if you know me, you know that this apartment has kind of been a nightmare. So just to have one room that's my own and it's clean and has no problems and has furniture that I really like, it makes all the difference in terms of me enjoying the apartment again. That could be an entire story time, is all the problems we've had with this apartment, but it's finally kind of coming together, which is an update since the last video for sure. I don't know if I can talk when I put on my eyeliner, so I'm just gonna try to get this over with. trying to think of what else I've been up to. This is why you shouldn't take a break, because so much happens in 3 months and it's almost impossible to recap it. But speaking of eyelashes, I've been working with 2 different mascaras. This is the one I usually use. This is like my favorite of all time, Lash Domination. But I got this Big T's plumping mascara in a Sephora, like at the end of when you check out, they give you like samples, I guess. And kind of into it. It's like this weird little sample tube, but I'm gonna use that today. One thing that I have been doing a lot of this summer is reading and watching TV. I love going to the movies, but I feel like there haven't been that many great movies out. So instead, I've been watching and catching up on TV shows. And one thing that I started recently that I've been really loving is The Handmaid's Tale. I tried watching it 3 times before and absolutely hated it, mostly because it's so freaking disturbing, and I would leave the episode and turn it off just feeling so sick to my stomach and not wanting to do anything but like curl up in bed. And my friends kept saying, just keep trying, and I would restart the first episode over and over again and have that same feeling. But for some reason, my 4th time literally watching the first episode, I really started to like it. So I've been working my way through those episodes, but because it's so deep and like heavy and hard to watch, I only watch like little bits at a time. And I am still working my way through The Office, which was one of my favorites from I think like the April or March favorites video. Still watching it because I only get to watch like 10 minutes at a time, but it's definitely a really good way to break up the really intense scenes from The Handmaid's Tale. I just switch over to The Office, watch a couple of funny scenes with my favorite show ever, and feel a lot better about it. So it's good to watch the 2 in tandem. And my favorite show of all time that's currently playing is The Bold Type. If you're not watching that, you should definitely go onto the Freeform app or on demand and find it to catch up. It's on the 2nd season right now, and I just think they do such a great job working with friends and women's issues and current events and career drama, but it's not like pitting women against each other. It's like a very supportive cast and something that I don't think is on TV enough, and I've been really enjoying that show. And I've read some great books, which I cannot remember. I'm drawing a complete blank. If you go on to Goodreads, you can find everything that I'm reading on goodreads.com/collegeprepster. There's been a lot of good books, like the most recent one that I read, Emily Giffen's All We Ever Wanted. Wow. It was very good. I definitely think she wrote it with the intention of it being turned into a movie or a TV show, so I'm fully expecting that to happen, and I will be there for it because I loved it so much. Okay, almost done with my face. Actually, I forgot my lipstick. This has been one of my favorite little lipsticks lately. I put it on my blog recently, if you read there. But I think that just about catches you up. It has been a very fun 3 months. I wish I had been documenting more on YouTube, but again, I just needed that personal break and personal space. But I will definitely be back with more videos coming up soon. I just wanted to kick it off with this one so you guys kind of knew where I've been and why I stopped making videos. If you guys have any questions about where I've been for the last 3 months, you can always go to my Instagram. I do a pretty good job documenting what I've been up to there, or my blog, of course. And if there's anything else, you can always leave a comment and I will try my best to answer it. If you like this video or want to see more like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, you can hit that subscribe button.